Hello, it's Delusion Dispeller, and I was talking about borderline traits and borderline thoughts. So let's talk about one very important thing for you to remember if you are dealing with somebody with this disorder. They have this inner belief that not only do they control everybody's reactions, etc., and everybody influences their reactions, but if somebody really does care about them, then there has to be something wrong with that person. So say I have a friend named Jane, and she has borderline personality disorder. And I give her a gift and say, Jane, this is because I care about you. What she's thinking in her mind is, wow, what's the matter with you? Why would you care about somebody like me? Man, you must be a really messed up person to care about me. That's how borderlines process that type of thing. They have a really hard time coping with emotions, and if they can't get something from someone that they want, then they feel frustrated and angry and intense, and they have to do something so that they don't have to feel that feeling. They're not good at all at embracing feelings and letting them just happen. That is terrifying to a borderline personality person. They have to learn coping skills so that they can endure emotions and they can let things be and not have to be in control. Even with like anorexia, which is not a common or uncommon thing with borderlines, it's not about the eating, it's about control. It's about feeling like this is the one thing I can do, that I decide what goes in my mouth and what comes out. You know, when I purge, when I binge, when I eat, if I don't eat, etc. It's control. It's not the food. It's the same thing with any of these types of habits that they do. It's all about feeling in control and not feeling like these overwhelming feelings are happening to them that they absolutely cannot cope with. So that's why they do those unhealthy habits. They have very unstable interpersonal relationships. They go from clingy of please don't leave me, I can't live without you, I need you, I'm desperate for you, come back, don't leave, be with me forever, you're my world, can you just give me one more hug, just tell me you love me one more time, to fine then, leave me. Just don't ever think of coming back if you walk out that door. I hate you anyway, I don't know what I ever saw in you. In fact, I'm leaving you. I'm ending the relationship. I'm not going to give you the satisfaction of ending the relationship. I'm done. And then they will switch suddenly and say, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean all those things I just said. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know why I said that. I really do love you. I am so sorry. But I wouldn't blame you if you can never forgive me. I wouldn't forgive me. It's like I said, it's exasperating, it's exhausting, it's crazy making at its worst. And yes, I have compassion for the borderline people, but let me tell you something. If you are borderline and you're doing this to somebody, they do not have an obligation to put up with it any more than you would have the obligation to be abused by somebody for your disorder. Nobody has the right to abuse anybody, and nobody has to put up with the abuse, period. Okay. They also think that if you hang out with somebody instead of them, that there's something wrong with them, and that that other person is so much better than they are, and that of course you wouldn't want to hang out with them. That other person is way more worth your time than they are. And they'll say stuff like that. I remember when I used to be on the internet, somebody would message me and say hi, and then just sit there until I said hello. If I didn't say hello, they would say, well, I guess you're busy, probably with somebody that's a lot more worth your time than I am. I'm sorry I bothered you. You want to really annoy me? Do that to me. That really annoys me when somebody does that. When they make an assumption that because I did not answer them right away, that somebody else was more worth my time and that I don't want to talk to them. I do not like it when people do that. So don't do it. And don't do it to your friends either, because it's very, very irritating. Okay, stay tuned, and I will